Good morning, class. Today we're gonna be looking at the topic of photosynthesis, okay? But before we discuss about photosynthesis, let us do a quick recap on what we learned the previous lesson. Yeah? Someone to remind us on what we discussed about the previous lesson? Yeah, we were discussing about nutrition. True. So about nutrition, what did we define as nutrition is, or rather than, what did we discuss all about nutrition? Let's try, but we discussed as nutrition as it is a process in which living organisms obtain and utilize energy from the food for growth, to obtain even the energy, and also to maintain the life processes, okay? True. We also went ahead and also discussed about the various types of nutrition. Someone can perhaps try on what we discussed about the types of nutrition? Yeah? True. We discussed the types of nutrition as one, heterotrophic nutrition and autotrophic nutrition. On the autotrophic nutrition, we discussed it as a type of nutrition whereby living organisms make their own food using simple compounds like water and carbon dioxide. Like for example, the green plants, they use chlorophyll to make their own food. And talking of green plants, I have some with me whereby we shall be discussing about them under photosynthesis. Let me put it there. What about heterotrophic nutrition? Yeah, we discussed it as a type of nutrition whereby living organisms depend on other various living organisms. For example, animals, rather than also even humans. And also we went ahead and discussed about the types of heterotrophic nutrition. What are the types of heterotrophic nutrition? Maybe a trial. Yeah, there were three. True. Okay, one was saprophytic nutrition, parasitic nutrition, and also holozoic nutrition. Good, thank you. So, having said that, having discussed about the previous lesson, today's lesson we shall be discussing about photosynthesis, and also by the end of this lesson, you as the learner will be in a position to define what is photosynthesis, discuss the process of photosynthesis, and also state the various raw materials of photosynthesis as a process. Also, we shall go further and discuss about the factors affecting photosynthesis as well as the importance of photosynthesis. So, without much ado, let us talk about photosynthesis. So, learners, I'm pretty sure that the word photosynthesis, it is not a new word, rather than a new term to you guys. Can someone perhaps try and define what is photosynthesis? Yes? Nice try, but anyway, you can say as photosynthesis being a process in which green plants make their own food using compounds like water, carbon dioxide, right? True. So you can define in your books as photosynthesis as what we have discussed right now. Yeah. So where does photosynthesis takes place? Yeah, it is in the leaf, but where specifically in the leaf? In the chlorophyll. Okay, it takes place in the chlorophyll part. This, it is the green pigment. Chlorophyll, it is the green pigment in our leaf. So you can say our leaves are green, meaning they are full of chlorophyll. Okay. Yeah, so going forward, we can now state the various raw materials of photosynthesis. Yeah, can someone perhaps try and list various raw materials of photosynthesis from the definition that you have just stated? Yeah. Let's try. I can see all guys that you are very bright. That's amazing. We have the raw materials. Raw materials. Number one is carbon 4 oxide. This is the chemical symbol of carbon 4 oxide. We have the second raw material being water. Someone give us another. True. We have sunlight. As we'll see, guys, photosynthesis cannot occur without sunlight energy. We shall discuss that. Another raw material. Yeah, true. The very basic raw material is chlorophyll. Having listed the various raw materials of chlorophyll, I want us to embark on this image right here, showing the process of photosynthesis. In it, you can see the sunlight energy coming direct from the sun itself. It is producing the sunlight energy, whereby it gets direct in the leaf. As we said, with our leaves here, the green parts there have a lot of chlorophyll, and the role of chlorophyll in our leaf is to trap the sunlight energy from the sun. Okay. And also the leaf now contains chlorophyll, which it is where photosynthesis takes place. Also, you can see carbon 4 oxide from here entering the leaf, and also the water, it is absorbed from the roots by the process of osmosis. Okay. Yeah, so in simple terms, you can say here are the raw materials. And also you can see the products now of photosynthesis. They are oxygen, and also I would have included here the glucose being removed. This chemical symbol for glucose, C6H12 and O6. Okay. Yeah, we have the word equation for the process of photosynthesis, as well as the chemical equation for the process of photosynthesis. Here we have a simple graph demonstrating how the various factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis occurs, whereby you can see we have the light element and the rate of photosynthesis, how it is increasing. So increasing light energy increases the rate of photosynthesis, as well as carbon 4 oxide, and also the water and temperature, as well as maybe light intensity. Yeah, in temperature you can say it is light intensity. Yeah, so we have covered basically the factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis using the simple graph demonstrated here in our charts. So moving forward, we can now discuss the importance of photosynthesis, whereby we have very many importance, but now we shall focus only on 4 importance of photosynthesis, whereby we have some like food production, oxygen supply, we have the also energy source, and also photosynthesis maintains the balance between gases. For example, it takes in carbon 4 oxide and gives out oxygen. So in the process there is balancing. Okay. Moving forward, we have factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis, which we have covered using this simple graph. So there is no need of explaining further. And with that, we have discussed all about photosynthesis. So you should remember defining photosynthesis, discuss all the raw materials of photosynthesis and byproducts, as well also the importance of photosynthesis. Going forward, the next topic which we shall cover in the next lesson, it shall be the importance of minerals in plants, whereby we shall cover the various essential minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium, and so forth and so forth. Also, we shall be in a position to discuss how these minerals help in the growth and development of photosynthesis. Yeah, so before I come back to the next lesson, I'll leave you with an assignment, whereby the assignment will be explain, write it in your books, explain why photosynthesis is important for both plants and animals, and also give at least three reasons and support your answers with examples. So having given out the assignment, I've come to the end of the lesson, and also until the next lesson, have a nice day and also a nice time ahead. Thank you.